Hey, what up, tubers? Bart 49ers Corner. Coming at you with a mail day. Try number 2. I did one yesterday and it went a little long. I thought it was going to be short. I'm trying to make the videos a little shorter just because I'm having issues uploading. And then, obviously more of us would rather watch a 5 or 6 minute video than a 10, 15 minute video. So that's what I'm trying to do. Didn't work out too well yesterday, so we'll give it another shot today. First, shout out to my 49ers. Whooped up on Carolina. I think it was mostly Carolina just fell apart. They just didn't have a semblance of any type of thing going on in the second half, so we took advantage of it. So we'll see about this weekend, though. That is a tough matchup. But got some neat stuff for you. Nothing too crazy, but I got a whole bunch of cards on the way. So I need to get this video out. Most of these I got for theoretically real cheap or for free because I've been doing pretty well selling some cards that weren't primary PC. I got a whole bunch of stuff in the archive, so I've been slowly but surely putting some of that stuff on eBay. So here's a couple of them. Got this 87 Topps Roger Craig in a 10. We'll need 4 more of the 87s. So far I got all of them in 10s. I think 17 or 18 out of I think it's 18 out of 22 I got so far. 63 Topps team card in a 7. You don't see too many 7s from me, but the 8 went for like $800 about a month or two ago, so I'm very content with a 7 on that. Real cheap pickup here. These 61s and 8s go pretty easy there. So Abe Woodson for 61 full year. I've always been a big fan of Contenders autos, and so I've been looking at a lot more of these, especially since the new product came out. I'm waiting until more of that hits the market to pick up on the recent ones, but started to pick up some of the others. I have a few already, but this is an old one, Tim Rattay. Got another old one on its way, but also got this bad boy here, 2010 Navarro Bowman Contenders auto, GM10. I had 2 of these in raw form. Somebody listed this one for 59 bucks, so I sold the other 2 real quick for 22 bucks. I could have sold them for more, but I wanted to sell them quick, so I got 40 some bucks and picked this one up for about 15 more. So I couldn't complain for the upgrade on that one. And then I had my first trade a couple months ago. It didn't work out for me. I was pretty upset about it, because it was my first time trading, and I didn't want a bitter taste in my mouth, even though I had already been collecting for 20 some years at that point. But I told the guy, he didn't do nothing about it. And then on Facebook, on one of the pages, somebody said something, and this guy chimed in, and I hadn't seen him make a post for a while. And so I made a smart ass comment because I've been looking to jab him for a while, and he acted like he didn't know what I was talking about. But then he remembered, because I jogged his memory, because I had a very good memory of the whole transaction and our conversations leading up to it and blah blah blah. And so he still had the card, because apparently he even admitted to trying to sell it a couple times and nobody bid on it. But and I overtraded him. I traded him like $60 worth of cards. There were 3 graded cards. One of them was the bigger one was a Chris Carter 89 score BGS 9.5, and then there was 2 9s of 89 rookies, whether they were pro set or scores, I'm not sure, but they were mint 9 grades, but all Hall of Famers. And it was just for this one card, worth maybe 20 bucks, and not even that, because within a couple of days after me doing the trade and it not working out, this guy was traded by our team. But Crown Silhouette AJ Jenkins Emerald out of 49, and I wanted to trade for this because I had the LaMichael James that matched, and since it didn't work out, I traded the LaMichael to Rocky's Cards on Facebook there. So now I got that one. Maybe I'll get the LaMichael again to match it up or something like that. But he did at least throw in some other cards as consolation prizes. There we go. Almost forgot some other stuff to throw in there to show for the video. But he threw in a couple of basics there. Threw in an Anthony Dixon auto, a jersey SPX I put it in this holder because it was not in a holder before, but it's a rookie of Vernon. And then the old Proline profiles. This is George Seifert's wife, and George Seifert was our coach after Bill Walsh. He won Super Bowl 24 because Bill Walsh bowed out after his third Super Bowl, and we won the next year. And she signed it back. So the very random card there, but kind of needed the same token there. And yeah, I got to repeat this too because I got a hookup from PIF Nation. Obviously, I opened this on yesterday's video and it didn't work out. But got an 85 sticker of Dwight Clark, which is pretty cool. 71 Topps game. What is it called? Game cards or something like that. Love this set. You know, this is one of them sets where if you had the money and, you know, just to throw away or something like that, not throw away, but if you had the extra money tossing around, that would be definitely one of the sets I would try to do. And then a nice little holder full of some quality Niners over the years. Love to see that, especially some, you know, some of the sets that, you know, aren't as common, like Upper Deck, Tie Streets and stuff like that. You know, love those more random cards. There's even rookies and stars in there. Shout out to Troy, 49ersCorner Corner. But big fat stack, much appreciated on that one. PIF Nation is growing strong. I've been doing care packages for a while, but I've also put a card or two on his Facebook page. So get in on that if you haven't already. And then my one big card. All right, we're coming up on 7 minutes. Super excited to have this. Didn't really plan on chasing it very much because my 85 set is doing very well as it is. But this card had been listed for bin for $4.99. I think the lowest it went, they relisted it one time for like $4.91. There was no way in hell you were getting that out of me. But it was a pop of 2, and then finally, after watching it for a couple of months, went to auction. And that's when I got a little excited because there are not a lot of people that collect the high-end stuff like I do, or I guess as aggressively as I do maybe. But I knew I was going to get cheaper because I know where my threshold is, and that means that most people's thresholds for the same kind of cards is lower. Because I have some very specific tastes, and you know, I know what I'm gonna pay for it, and that's about it. So I put a max on this, and even got it cheaper than that. I'll admit that I paid $177 for it, but it's much better than $4.90. But a pop of 2, Randy Cross 85 Topps, and you know, for those folks that have 85s, especially if you have any 10s and 85s, which I got a good number of them now. They usually let you get away with some stuff on the grading as far as some edges and corners and stuff like that. Not so in this card. This sucker is pristine. The only thing I can give it is the left and right centering. If you could see that, is probably 55-45. I wouldn't say it's quite 60-40, but left to right, it's, you know, not perfect. But everything else is pristine on this bad boy. So it definitely earned its 10. I'm very proud to have it. There's only 2 of them. There's a multi-millionaire with one of them, and yours truly's got the other one. So that's kind of cool. And I got what I consider a pretty fair deal on that one. And like I said, I've sold a bunch of stuff in the last month. So yeah, it didn't cost me much at all, especially with my eBay bucks and everything else. So that's what I got for you. We'll have a whole bunch of smaller cards next time because I splurged a little bit on some stuff that I used to collect that you probably haven't seen from me in a while. But again, big shout out to the PIF Nation, Big Fat Stack, and thanks for watching, guys. Go Niners.